In this video, I will demonstrate how to create a new JavaFX desktop application using the jDeploy IntelliJ plugin. I have previously created videos that show how to use the swing template and also how to do a lot of other specific things like customizing the icons and splash screens that you might want to refer to if you want to delve in deeper. This video just focuses on the JavaFX template. So with the jDeploy plugin already installed in IntelliJ, I'm going to go to New Project. There's the jDeploy option, and for Project Template, I'm going to choose JavaFX. The GitHub user is where it will create the repository. So you can see my GitHub user is shana. I want the repository to be created underneath that. And I'm going to need a personal access token so that this plugin can communicate with GitHub to create the repository for me. You can find lots of information on how to do that in the GitHub documentation. So I'll do test FX 12 for this one. For the project name and my location. Oh, I don't want it to be there. Oh, good grief. There we go. Put it right there. And directory does not exist. Created, yes. Please create it. And after a couple seconds, it has created the project. We'll give it a few more to recognize, yes, it sees that it's a Maven project. So I'm going to press the Load Maven project so that IntelliJ can add all the Maven goodies to the UI. And to look at the project structure, fairly standard Maven project built with the standard JavaFX archetype. And the main application just displays this hello JavaFX. If we go into the Maven tab under the application, plugins, JavaFX, this has our tools to run and compile the app with JavaFX. We're really just going to use the run. And there's the application. That's all it does. It says hello JavaFX. It's running JavaFX 19, Java 17, and good enough for me. So let's now take a look at the cool part. So if we go over to GitHub, I call this test FX 12. This repository did not exist before. It was created just now when I created the project. And if we look at the releases, there's already 2 releases. There's a jDeploy release that's just more of a meta info release that's automatically updated every time there's a new release. And the master release, which is a release that is made to stay in sync with the state of the master branch. If you created a new branch, it would create a new release by that name that stays in sync with that branch. So let's click on that and take a look at the release. So it's created all of the installer bundles for us. We've got an Apple Silicon installer, Intel, Windows, Linux. We've even got a command line installer that will allow us to install the app. But I'm going to download the installer. I'm on Apple Silicon, so that's the one I'm going to click on. And I'll open that. There it is. And that's the standard hoop I need to jump through. And you can customize this splash screen. You can also customize the icon. For now, it's just the default installer splash screen. Also, you can add to dock, add to desktop alias. On Windows, it would have an option to add to the start menu. There's auto update settings, and I'm just going to leave everything as default here. This is a little warning just to make sure that users know who the application was created by, just to make sure that they trust the creator. This by default shows the GitHub repository where it was created. You can, if you verify a separate home page through the jDeploy dialog, you can put your alternate homepage listed there also. It would need to be verified though. But it gives the user the chance to see and make sure they trust who wrote the software. And we're just going to proceed. And there we go. We can see that's where it was added to my doc. You'll see that it adds the master after the name. And you can customize the name of the app also, but we've skipped over that. The master corresponds to the branch so that you can have multiple branched versions of the app installed at the same time. I'm just going to open up the app. And you saw the splash screen there for just a brief moment. And it should, there we go. There's my app, just like I wrote it. Now you can customize this to do whatever you want.